Welcome back to Tee It Up Thursday. Grab your favourite cuppa because today we're diving into part 2 of our 4-part series with the absolutely gorgeous, uniquely creative, oh so lovely collection. Now you know Mel and Amanda and I are all using the exact same kit to show you how different our styles can be. But for this layout, I wanted to push the boundaries of paper. I took a pair of scissors to this collection and did a massive amount of fussy cutting off one page, but that's not even the best part. I've created a unique spiral effect on the page that pulls your eyes straight to the photo. And then I gave the whole thing a dramatic 3-dimensional twist that really lifts right off the page. You have to see these layers come together. Let's head to the craft table and I'll show you exactly how I did it. So despite the detail that comes in this one, it's a quick one today. And I am just fussy cutting around these florals on this very simple page. That's the beauty of this kit. It does have some very simple patterns with lots of intricate detail, but you make it your own. So I have, as I said, cut around the edge there. I'm taking off a 1/4 inch strip from one side, and then I'm just taking an 1/8 from each other of the top and bottom, and that's so I can put them onto a frame. I'm using my Rusty Hinge Distress ink here just to highlight the edges of my page because you know I like my borders to stand out, and I've also inked up around where I fussy cut those florals. Now this photo is of my daughter. We were at the Sanctuary for the Glow exhibition this year, the lights on with the nocturnal animals, and they had this art installation where you could take your photos with the angel wings, and the actual real photo is really dark blues and purples, but I changed it into a pencil sketch and I've put it onto this page, and it works beautifully with the colours of this layout. So I have placed it onto a 1-inch frame. I'm using this, well, it's not cream and it's not green. I don't really know what sort of a colour it is, but it works well with the colours in the floral bouquet. I also have these 2 frames out of the ephemera pack from the collection, and I have cut 2 pieces from the one frame, and I do in the end when I go to load it up cut the extra frame in half as well so I can layer it up perfectly. So this is where I'm auditioning out the rest of this frame, and in the end I put it up here in the top right hand corner, and the second frame I continue to fuss with it here, but in the end I put it to the bottom and the top, and you'll see that when I come back sticking it down. Now here's where I'm talking about the all the fussy cutting. There's a sheet in the pack that is all butterflies. It is whole rows of butterflies, and they're in the colours of the rainbow. And what I've done is I've gone and fussy cut out those rows, and I'm putting them by colour onto the layout to create sort of this a circular effect. As you can see in the photo on the wall, they had the butterflies in a circle, and so therefore I'm trying to copy that through with these butterflies here and bringing them around the photo and back into that floral to the left. So this is where I'm playing around and getting the colours correct. I'm bringing the bluey greens down there so it looks like it runs from the light blues to the darker blues to the greeny blues to the greens to the yellowy colour through to the orangey pinky colours. So it sort of is a snaky spiral around sort of thing, just trying to get that little bit of a curve effect happening. And then I have these other butterflies, which I'm going to just put a smaller one there in that frame. And then I have the butterflies that are like they're lifting off or landing. So I'm just going to push those around and put them into parts around this circle as well. I'm going to put one down here on the corner of this frame. I'm going to put one down here, and I'm going to put one to the top of the photo. And I audition it around a little bit before I actually settle on putting it there. So now I've got 3 extra butterflies in there, and that's setting up that visual triangle without being very pointed with it. And that's where I end up putting those 2 frames. So I went off screen and I glued them all into place. I did ink around the edges of some of those butterflies just to give them some more depth, and you can see that they are 3-dimensional. There you go, turning it into a 3-dimensional effect. And I have really made sure that that round spiral is happening. I also fussy cut the title Oh So Lovely from the cutout page, as well as a little bit of that faux washi that's sticking as a landing point for the title. Now, using a rose-coloured gel pen, I'm going around the outside close to the edge, and I'm putting in some faux stitching, and that's just going to add that little bit of extra finish to the layout. Now, off screen, and I'm sorry about this because I did it after, because I was looking still a little flat to me, and you'll see it in the close-ups, I went around the inner frame of the purple there as well with this rose-coloured gel pen, and that really, really lifts it, and you'll see that in the close-ups at the end. So it's sometimes that's what happens. You let a layout sit for a bit and you look at it and you realize there's something more that just needs to be added. So you go back and you do that. And I'm sorry I didn't do that on screen, but you know, sometimes more comes later, not when creating. All right, so you can see that those butterflies stand up. They all go around. I love it. Doesn't it look pretty? It's so cute. And it just sort of brings with that black and white photo the perfect touch to the layout. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. What I'm going to do now is I'm also going to add in some splatters. So I will get my old photo distress spritz, and I will use it to add splatters across the page because that background is very, very starkly pale lilac, which is okay. But generally not a thing that I go to is a plain background. As you know, it's like that white space. It really irks me. But I'm adding some splatters, and that's a little bit of an artistic flair there, and just adding that little bit of difference to the layer. And I really do like how this, like I said, I love how this has come together. Who'd have thought a plain piece of paper and some fussy cut butterflies could turn into something so pretty and so magical. So that's as easy as it is. You add a little bit of a framing in there, you know, and then you've got a layout. So I've only used really 2 pieces of paper today, and that was the floral on the base and the butterflies, which I fussy cut all of them out. And there you go. What do you think? Do you think the 3D effect is effective on this one? Did I hit the mark on this one? Let me know down in the comments what you liked about this layout, what you like about this kit. It really is pretty. Not my usual go-to, as you know, but is turning out to be quite spectacular. It was a quick one today, but there was a lot to it, and a lot of it was the fussy cutting, and that was the most detailed part of it. So go and check out Mel from Mel W Scrapping and Amanda from Alecki Creates. We're both all doing it together on a Thursday. We're all doing kits that we have in common, and we decided that we're just going to create 4 layouts a month, one every Thursday from the same kit, and you will get the variety. There is a playlist that I will have linked down below because we've all decided that a playlist is the way to go. Remember to like it. Don't forget to hype me and leave me a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And most of all, if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing. Here's my next video for you.